Hi, this is Jerry Dean from Missing Persons of America. I'm going to tell you about this case that happened in 2018, one in Louisiana and one in Texas. Back on March 1st, 2018 at Cameron Parish, a cleaning crew was cleaning up around the area when they found, it was the Sabine National Wildlife Refuge in Hackberry. They were near Louisiana 27 at mile marker 59.7, and I'll put a map up. And they found a head in a plastic bag. The woman, they knew it was a woman. She had auburn hair, and they, of course, reported to the police. Then on March 24th, another cleaning crew over by Houston Lake Houston, found another head in a plastic bag, and that was near the 10600 block of FM 1960. And she also had red hair. Now it took a little while, but they have done two individual sketches of the women. You'll see one coming up, and then the next one. And what is also interesting is just 2 weeks before, a man was caught throwing a black bag off the bridge. They said they believe he was aiming for the water but missed it and landed on the banks below, and that's when the cleaning crew found it. Now there's a description of this man and also a description of the vehicle he was in. The man was in his early mid-20s with short dark brown hair, long bangs that went across his face, 5'4" to 5'8". He was wearing a gray and black plaid shirt at the time of the incident. Witnesses say he was driving a teal or bluish green Chevrolet Silverado extended truck. So that is very descriptive right there. And the back left passenger window was broken and had cardboard over the window. Investigators said, this truck is described as having lots of rust and looking as if it had been wrecked several times. Now you see the picture there. That truck would stand out, but no one has said they know where that truck is or it hasn't been found. They don't have any plates or anything, but at least they have that other description that is pretty precise. So if you think you've seen that truck, or if you remember seeing that truck last year, 2018, by all means, go ahead and call the police. Now, the police have said they've gotten a lot of tips on this case, and they have systematically gone through every single tips. Some of them have been good, some haven't been good, but right now they're at the point where they're not any closer to identifying these women than they were before. Now the bag in the one found at Houston Lake, it was said the bag was black, a black plastic bag. The one in Louisiana, they never said it was a black plastic bag or a clear plastic bag. I don't know that for sure. But the reason I brought it up is because the man that was seen on the bridge, he was said to have a black plastic bag when he threw it into the water, and the head was found in a black plastic bag, so there's probably a connection there. Now they have a full description of both these women. The photos are what they have rendered to be what they look like, and they said that the one woman had, I think there's a word for it, but I can't remember what it is, but her front teeth, they call them winged, so they were very specific, very unusual. And they say that if you had seen her before, you would have noticed those teeth and it would have stood out and you were recalled. So that's one good tip as far as that woman is concerned. But neither one of these women have been identified. They don't know who they are. So I thought I would go out and tell everybody they're still out there, still unidentified. If you have a family member you haven't seen in a while and she had dyed red hair or natural red hair, and you haven't heard from her in a bit, you might want to call the police, Houston Police Department, and ask them about them and see if maybe there is a connection. I did some research and I looked to see if anything else had been coming up in as far as any more severed heads being found, and there has been nothing. As far as the lake, if the police have gone and done any diving in that area to see if there was any more evidence down there, I haven't heard whether they have or not. We don't know at this point in time if there might be more down there and they just haven't been found yet. But they were hinting that there was possibly a serial killer out there that is doing this, even after 2 heads were found. But there's been nothing since then. So I don't know. Did the person move to the East Coast? Did the person move to another state, another country? I don't know. But it's all been quiet since then. But hopefully we can find out who these women are, and then we can make it and see if there is a connection between these 2 women and if they were both killed by the same person. And that's it.